Coming up on Some Real Talk.
It's possible. You can do it. And you don't have to wait for someone to tell you could do it. You just have to believe it.
Hey, everybody, what's up? And welcome to Some Real Talk, a place where we get real about what's going on in culture, content creation, and life as we know it. I'm your host, Maya Vanette. On today's show, we have upcoming musical artist, Gaz. We're going to have some fun, play some games, do some real talk, but first, check him out.
Reminder yours and Mr. 44. We all we got, so let us not continue keeping score. Cause black is us, black are we. Can we be just who we are? Can we all agree? Come on, kings and queens who run the streets. Who been down, now we up cause we really elite. Raise your fist one time if you really bout us. Keep it two Virgils, you should never doubt us. Come on, kings and queens who run the streets.
Without further ado, Gaz.
Our guest on today's show is a content creator and entrepreneur and a musical artist featured on Sway in the Morning and the LA Voyager. His latest single, Free Black, is out now on Spotify and Apple Music. Welcome, Gaz, to Some Real Talk.
Hey, what's good? That intro was immaculate. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. So you are an up-and-coming artist. You make these amazing songs. You're really taking off on social media right now. So to anyone who is new to you or your music, tell us, how would you define yourself as an artist?
That friend that the game needs. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
A friend?
A friend.
Okay, why friend? Like, whose friend is it?
It's like, I haven't experienced everybody's experiences, but I've had my own. And I've noticed over the course of my life, a lot of people come to me for insight because I have insight on other people's experiences. So I feel like I would be that friend that everyone could relate to in the game, from the time that we need to talk about something serious all the way with we just having a good time. I can give you all of that.
Okay, I can imagine based on that, like, you really value like being a good friend in real life. So how have your friends and your supporters, outside of the internet and more just in your closer inner circle, reacted to you pursuing music?
Well, I started in a different realm. I don't know if I kind of explained that. I kind of started as more of a content creator, producing more, social media stuff, funnier stuff. So I had built a brand as, kind of that funnier guy. Why? Because that was just my natural personality, and it just developed into videos. I literally kind of just stumbled upon it. And then as I transitioned into music, people who had known me from before understand like it was rooted in me. Like I used to just rap for my homies. I didn't rap for anybody else because, I didn't think anybody else would mess with it. Then I got to a point, talking to my homies, my day ones, that I'm like, oh, yo, like, you're good. Like, there's something here. Like, this is not just a fun freestyle in the car. Like, you're low-key going in. You should do something with this, So people who've been with me from the jump have definitely supported my music. People who haven't been from the jump, who just find out later, have definitely supported. Look at you, we're here now. You know what I mean? Type stuff. So I appreciate everybody who I'm able to touch and who's touched me.
Yeah, so if you don't mind my asking, can you tell us the story behind your stage name, Gaz?
So Gaz is actually just the middle three letters of my full name. My name is Nagazie. Like I said a little earlier, my African heritage, I'm Nigerian. So it was just, people started calling me Gaz senior year and it kind of just stuck. I was doing this entertainment thing. So I'm like, Gaz, it kind of just rolls off the tongue. It's quick, it's easy. I thought, you know what I mean? Then again, I come to college and find out people have the same trouble saying Gaz as Nagazie. I don't know. Call them all kinds of stuff, you know what I mean? But it ring a bell at the end of the day. So that's literally where it comes from. Literally those middle three letters.
Yeah, the pressures of having a unique name. I can't tell you how many times I've been called like Mia, Maya, and I'm like, it's not even.
Sometimes you don't even, it's like, are you just not, you don't want to sound it out. That's what it is. You just don't want to sound it out one syllable at a time. That's what it is, I guess.
All right, so we're going to get to know you a little bit outside of your taste in your own music. Are you ready? Because we're about to play a game called the Fast Five. I'm going to ask you 5 questions relatively fast, and you're going to just give us the first answer that comes to your mind. We're trying to figure out what are your musical tastes outside of the work you create. Are you ready to play Fast Five?
I think I think I am.
All right.
Yes.
Number one, best collaboration in rap music.
Ever? Jeez, I would have to say the best collaboration is anybody who Lil Wayne has collaborated with. You feel me? It's got to be Wayne and somebody. I cannot think of the song right off the top of my head, but it's gonna be Wayne and somebody.
Number two, biggest musical inspiration.
Biggest musical inspiration. Well, there we go. Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is the GOAT. Lil Wayne is my GOAT. Lil Wayne is the greatest rapper of all time.
Okay, best female artist out right now.
Ooh, Nicki Minaj.
Great
Still.
answer. Best rap album in the last 10 years.
Oh, 10? It's so much. 10 years. I'm sorry, I can't give you that one. I can't. Nah, there's like three dudes.
No J. Cole, no Kendrick, no
There's
Drake.
three dudes that are top tier. They're top tier, all three of them. So it's like I can't even. Nah, I pay homage to all three, and you said them. You said them, all three of them, right there.
Well, thank you. All right, let's see if you got this last one. Of all the music released in 2020, your favorite single.
Favorite single. Oh, I was just thinking about this too. To be honest, earlier I might have said something else. But this Big Sean, Deep Reverence. I've been waiting for Big Sean to drop for years. This Deep Reverence with Nipsey, rest in peace, it's hitting me. It's hitting me. So I don't know what I would have said before, but that's what I'm saying now.
All right, well, I guess a fast 4 out of 5 isn't too bad. You did all
She
right.
said, you're not gonna let that other question go. Oh, all right. If I gotta give you one as a project, Damn was pretty crazy.
It was. It was.
Damn was pretty crazy. As an overall, yeah.
All right. So moving back to your music,
Yeah.
what do you think rap is missing that you can offer?
I want to bridge the gap. My uncle said this something to me a few months back. He said, called my generation the African advantage. The perfect blend of being Black in America, but also being Black as African American from, Africa, Nigeria, being the bridge of both. So Afro beats has been growing in the music scene lately. A lot of people who are touching Afro beats, you feel me, aren't even necessarily from that. You know what I mean? But obviously we're all rooted there. So, it makes sense that they want to touch it. So for me, even though I haven't put out any Afro tracks yet, and Free Black has kind of been my little half and half, I prepared and I waited for it because I knew how special it's supposed to be. So I want to be that advantage to bridge the gap between the old school and the new school. Like J. Cole talks about being a middle child for the old generation and the new generation, and bringing that new school, old school music to life in a new, fresh way with an Afro twist. Yeah, man, guys.
So I want to stay on the same road we're going on right now in terms of like the Black community and issues that are deeply affecting, the community right now. How have you used your platform on Some Real Talk as content creator or as an artist to address these issues that are going on in our community?
Well, I want to speak to it before 2020. All of this, I feel like my entire mission has been that. Growing up in this world, it was one thing to then try to be accepted or whatever, be able to move in this life as an African, but then it was another thing to then have to move in this life as an African in a white world, but then trying to move in your own community, move in your own Black community, because we have our internal issues. But I feel as though that it's been my entire mission to promote not only just Blackness, but passion and dreams. You know what I mean? Like nobody, I don't want to say nobody, but most people don't go after what they want these days, or you don't see it. You don't see somebody start from nothing and hustle and make something out of the mud. You don't see it as much as you used to type, And I've always stood for that, letting, black creators, especially as seeing as I rarely see, or I've only seen a few over the course of my years, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's possible. You can do it, and you don't have to wait for someone to tell you you could do it. You just have to believe it, So, I mean, like I said, I feel like that's been my mission. I got into college and high school. I got very involved in the community. Uh, I was on the board for my BSU in high school. In college, I took it to a whole nother level and started running orgs and really investing all of my time into the Black community because, that was home to me. Those were my people. So I always felt that I've hopefully been an inspiration to my peers. You feel me? Just if they've been an inspiration to me.
You touched on the work you did in high school and in college. Can you speak a
Yeah.
little bit to your experience about what it was like trying to pursue your dreams while also pursuing an education? Because oftentimes we see people kind of maybe putting education on the back burner, but just what role did education shape for you and your life and your creation?
I mean, well, being young, it was like I was trained or taught that there was no other option but college. Like you had to go type. And growing up, I mean, I don't think I ever changed or wavered from that in the sense of like I'm glad that I went. Going to college has been huge for my music career. I don't know where it would be without it, to be honest, with the people, the connections, making those songs in that time. I don't know, what it would be without college. So they definitely have both played into each other. And I understand, I understand the reality of the game of music. It's not easy. I didn't expect it, but that's why I show people all the talents I have. I'm not even just an artist. I'm a content creator. I have my own business. I'm pouring stuff into that too. They all pour into each other. They all pour into each other. For my natural personality of being funny, for me being an artist, for me having a business, literally all of them work with each other. So I think it's been definitely very beneficial. But even if I wasn't pursuing music, you know what I mean? Like college, phenomenal time, phenomenal experience that I don't think I could have got anywhere else but San Diego State. Shout out my school. Yeah, it was just a great time. For me, life development, a revelation, if you would. But definitely, they have poured into each other for sure. Yeah.
So, following one's dreams can be a very long yet very rewarding process, just the journey, the destination. What do you want to do next? Where do you go from here?
Got you. Okay. Well, I mean, it's 2020 now. Well, we all expected 2020 to be a little different, but this is technically my third year in the game. I officially put out my first EP in 2018, first album in 2019. So this year was actually going to be a very big year for me with outdoor sounds and all this stuff. OG Rookie, all of that. I had a whole run, from concerts to opening up for other artists. It was really going to, help turn my my career on another level. But I haven't shied away from that, but I've switched my focus. I've been waiting for proper timing. It's I know what I want to release. I'm never going to compromise myself, but it's all about how you do it. About how you put it out. If I drop some of my realest tracks at first, no one would want to listen to that. You real talk right away. Nah, everybody wants to listen to what thumps these days, right? That's what you want to listen to. So how can I make something that dumps but still giving you knowledge, right? That's been the mission. But now it's like, all right, we took that time. We've got some outdoor jams for you. Yes, we were about to come with more outdoor jams, but it's not the time for it. Now it's time for you to tap into your culture. So, I mean, hint, you feel me? Afro music is on the way. And for me, further than just Free Black itself. And I've been working for, I'd say, like almost a month now on a movie. And I don't even call it a music video, a movie for that song. Yeah. And hopefully it should be out in the next week and a half. But like I said, I really took my time, put my time into my craft, the music itself, the video, because that's where it started. I'm a content creator. So if you can't visualize what I'm trying to tell you, let me make a visual so you can see it, feel it, and experience it to the fullest.
I respect recognizing that, people want to hear something real, but then they also want to bop. And speaking of bops, you can check out all of his music on Spotify and Apple Music. Free Black is out now. You can also follow the man on @justgaz_ on Twitter and Instagram. This is how we like to close out the show, on some real talk. If you have a message for any of your supporters out there who listen to your music or watch your videos or watching this interview right now, what do you have to say to them?
Oh, all right. Never shortchange yourself. My mom used to always tell me that. You feel me? Do you and do you well. Simple as that. You feel me? Simple as that.
I like that one. Do you and do you well. And you did it real well today on Some Real Talk. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much, guys, for being our special guest on today's episode of Some Real Talk. And thank you to all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like and subscribe button down below. If you have any comments or questions on anything me and guys talked about, as well as any suggestions for who should be the next guest on Some Real Talk, drop them in the comment section below. I'm Maya Vanette. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, keep it real.